Good evening. I am Kiki. Welcome to my new series, A Nigerian Economic Growth Pathway. I will be presenting an economic growth model called Kiki Economic Growth's Reinvention Model that will help the federal government to generate 11 trillion naira of totally new revenue per year, create 10 million jobs in 4 to 8 years, bring in $12 billion totally new forex each year. Today, I introduce the idea. In my next video, I will present in detail the revenue, jobs, and forex inflow rationales that the federal government will gain starting this year 2024, as well as the progress we have made so far in presenting or implementing the model in Nigeria and at international. The opportunity. Thinking differently, doing something else in another way by shifting from the management of the existing economic spaces to the creation of totally new economic spaces in 3 sectors and 5 industries of our economy. The problem: efficiency improvement in existing economic spaces instead of new economic arenas creation. Most of the economic growth solutions and the innovation technologies to increase the federal government revenues and create jobs are introduced as efficiency improvement solutions or innovations. They were and they are still solutions and technologies designed to help the federal government do better and more of what the federal government has been doing so far with less resources. In a nutshell, they are not market-creating solutions, innovations, or technologies. Consequently, they cannot help the federal government to open up totally new economic opportunities and usher the country into totally new economic territories. There is a dichotomy between those solutions, strategies, innovations, and the nature of very characteristics of the situations or problems they apply to. The solution: economic growth reinvention model. In order to significantly grow the country economy, generate massive revenues, create millions of jobs, bring in abundant forex, we posit that in 3 sectors and 5 industries of our economy, there are currently huge untapped growth in the form of market creation opportunities loaded with massive revenue pools and job opportunities in agriculture, in education, in manufacturing, in telecommunication, in aviation, in automobile, in banking and finance, and in hospitality. The caliber of economic growth that Nigeria needs is in the next curve along a totally new market creation, not in the current economic spaces where the federal government expects or searches for revenue, forex, and job creation. The new markets are created by 8 different types of technologies or innovations that usher the country into totally new economic spaces, help new companies, businesses, individuals to challenge the core assumptions of the 5 industries and 3 sectors in order to expand their boundaries and reconfigure the key value of the 5 industries and 3 sectors so as to open up totally new revenue pools and job opportunities, as well as new sources of growth for new players, existing players, and the federal government. The value reconfiguration will take 4 aspects from which new players will develop their products, services, build totally new solutions, or innovate in Nigeria and at international. The various technologies can be deployed everywhere in the world. In fact, the first companies we contacted to propose the technology solution and the deployment of those technologies in their companies, in their market, to create new market opportunities for them were not in Nigeria, but in US, France, Germany, Italy, and Saudi Arabia. In order to differentiate the revenue and job creation from the existing economic space, the federal government will call the new economic spaces the economic reinvention zones. At the end of this video, you will see a picture that gives an overview of the 8 reinvention economic spaces and the various totally new revenue and forex streams for the federal government. All that without the federal government increasing taxes, adding new taxes for people or companies, or incurring expenses. Your Excellencies, Mr. President, there is a solution in the country to the current revenue challenge. There is a solution to the current unemployment challenge. There is a solution to the forex challenge in the country at zero financial cost for the federal government. Sir, I ask for the opportunity to deliver a presentation on the vision, the goals, the strategy, the execution framework, the economic outcomes of the Nigerian economic growth reinvention model. That is a presentation of the what, why, how, where, when, how soon, how often of the 11 trillion naira totally new revenue for the federal government, 10 million totally new jobs for the country, and $12 billion totally new forex. To you and a panel made up of your experts and advisors in economics, in strategy, in finance, industry experts, etc., so that they can vigorously put to test the Nigeria economic growth reinvention model. So, I guarantee you 4 things. 1, I will not be wrong, God willing. 2, I guarantee you those economic results. That is the 11 trillion naira totally new revenue every year, the 10 million jobs, and the $12 billion forex. God willing. 3, I guarantee you that Nigeria will never borrow again. God willing. 4, I guarantee you that Nigeria will not depend on oil anymore. God willing. Respect.